Help nobody.
Mops doesn't seem like he's got anything for this, able to get juggled quite viciously, finally dodging out of it, but already back into kill range. Oh! But Anthos whiffs the downward spike, and Bug's now able to capitalize on it, takes the window, takes the opening, able to execute with the rocket, gets Anthos into kill range.
Catching another combo, could finish it here, but no! Sair off the side, trying to follow up, misses the spike, and there it comes. Oh no! No! Anthos
All out.
gets
Screen 10, and there it is. There are four people on the screen right now. Oh, the clones are fighting each other. This is incredible. This is incredible.
It's a 2v2, ladies and gentlemen. Now you really gotta lock in. Not to say that both of these guys aren't locked in. I'm sure they are. It just puts you in a different mind state after that. Shaggy though might be able to get the stock off. He's playing with it. Okay, there it is.
Naoko was in such a good position and then got nudged multiple times, and it clearly wants this win more than anything else. As a quick,
I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. We don't even have time to commentate on the match. Two stocks already done. Gremlin's only taken 30 damage.
oh no! Kotaku really was saying I was actually just playing. I was just playing. This is
He's gone for it low.
Misty hasn't used yet, but also that Sair is so good at just converting. It's this large hitbox that exists for such a long time. We see it right.
A little bit safe. Hit and run a little bit. Gets them very close to the edge, but Fat Pack has the read on it. Is able to play defense just enough, but gets him in position. And Flacoco gets that second stock. Obviously, it gives Harley a reset, but it also gives Superman a lot of insurance.
Hello, guess who's back? It is Quang and Juice coming together. I can hear myself because I did not mute the actual stream. I want to keep an eye out on how I look. Seeing Juice's face twice, 3 times is always a treat.
More the better, Like you said, We're coming together like butt cheeks. Once again.
It
Clean
has
butt cheeks,
been a
though.
minute.
Clean.
It has been a minute since we have gotten to cast together, Juice, and I'm so excited to do this with you today. Granted, it wasn't supposed to happen. For those paying attention in the Discord, if you're not part of the Discord, you should be part of the fucking Discord. Sorry, am I allowed to swear? Are we too early in the tournament? You should be.
We
part
just
of the
started.
Discord. You should be part of the Discord. The tournament's going. And you're not in the Discord. We're supposed to do a little bit of Marvel Rivals tonight. Some mishaps, some shenanigans, some medical incidents. Incidents have come up, which made that stream not available. But it means you get a little bit more juice, a little more quang, and the world could use a little bit more juice, quang, if you hear what I'm saying.
Yeah. World definitely needs some juicy quang in their life for sure. Which is why we're here. We are here
So,
to provide.
The tournament has been going on. This is season 2, number 11. Honestly, we're wrapping up the season. We're wrapping up MultiVersus as an online game. But we are streaming top 8 here. The first match we're gonna roll our way into is winners semis with POTUS up against Legend.
POTUS Legend.
I don't know if there has been an official power ranking, but based on what I know, POTUS is basically number 4 power ranked and Legend number 3 power ranked. And we get to watch them duke it out in winners semis.
This will be fun. This will be fun for sure.
I also, if I remember correctly, I think POTUS is the only one to have even close to a winning record against Gurf.
Yeah.
Our reigning, the undisputed number 1 of MultiVersus.
Yeah.
And I even at this point, there's a month before the servers go down. I there's no way you can argue against that Gurf is the definitive GOAT. Unless you show up and take him down again and again,
Yeah. I mean, that's really your only choice.
Yeah.
Right.
So, POTUS and Legend looking to duke it out a little bit to show up on winner's side of the finals.
Yeah. This is gonna be a fun one. I would like to see which of these two end up going up against Earthquake. Like you said, POTUS has tapped that thing a little bit in the past. And we know Legend is tough. Legend, especially on Powerpuff Girls,
Yeah,
can hang with the best of them.
I was gonna say PPG kind of the hard part is that Tom just gets popped a little bit, Tom Powerpuff Girls they're really good at just closing stocks, just really good at making sure that the opponent, the other character on screen, dies really quickly, especially when you have that dash attack perk active. And we see here that actually POTUS gets the first offensive opening, getting a couple of percent here, bringing Legend all the way up to 38. But Legend immediately gets an opening. It's always scary against the girls when it comes to getting hit. As we see them dance around. I don't know. Every time the Powerpuff Girls lands the nair, I'm like, or the dash attack, I'm like, oh shit, they're dead.
Here we go. yeah. I mean, there's so many things that chain out of dash attack and nair. So yeah, you just got to be careful. I was expecting to see Legend use that side special to get inside. It seems like a great tactic, but POTUS is doing a great job of spacing. This is what we see from POTUS every week. It's like, all right, I'm gonna get inside, I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna tap the thing a little bit, and I'm gonna back off, and I'm gonna reset, as you see right here. Back off reset, and always does the reset with the rocket on him. Always just starts with the rocket or uses Jerry and then goes into the rocket to like confirm all of the space that it needs. So it's it's solid play, solid play.
Unlike the girls, Tom does have Jerry as an active hitbox and a hurt box as well, which can interrupt a lot. We saw Legends. That was actually super clean, the switch into Buttercup as the point. Just it was mid combo. I'm always interested into seeing. I feel like Legend's the only one that ever plays the Blossom point. And I'm not entirely sure why. I wonder if it is a combo timing thing where if you have the Blossom, because it doesn't really change the dash attack, right? It doesn't change the nair, it doesn't change the dash attack.
It's the down special. I think it's the down special and the side special, because the uppercut hits harder, and then the side special, Buttercup. I think Buttercup throws you down, or I can't remember.
No, I thought
Give me the direction.
either way. I mean, the dash attack definitely shoots you down, but I've never seen anyone but Legend just take full advantage of that. However, POTUS finding every opportunity to get these little bits of damage and finds that up air to get a great stock.
Oh yeah. No, this is very back and forth. I mean, soon enough we should see. There we go, stock come out there from Legend. I mean, this is what we expect. Both players are very good. They know how to use their character. They know how to use the kit very well. So yeah, we can expect this to be pretty back and forth. If this goes to game 5, not surprised. Not surprised. It is what it is.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about it, this is like top 5 in the world playing.
Yeah,
right. That's
exactly.
See, like I was saying, the hard part about playing Tom and Jerry into the girls, and this is true for like half, if not more, of the cast, is that sometimes you just die against Powerpuff Girls, right?
Yeah.
Conspiracy theory.
Blossom came through with that thing on her.
Conspiracy theory. I think Earthquake plays the Garnet partially so that he doesn't get popped by the girls.
Is that possible? I wouldn't consider that tinfoil hat. Well, I mean, having the hairy characters, nice. No.
Especially when,
You think of the switch from Harley to Garnet, like I'm sure the weight had to play a part in it. Jesus, Legend, relax, brother. Golly. A huge combo.
Something that POTUS does that I really like, but kind of worked in his detriment there, is that he really likes to drift away from his dynamite to bait people to kind of hold the left stick, the movement stick towards it.
Yep.
That being said, it's really working kind of against POTUS right now. Legend's really ready for it. You have to imagine that these two players, through the years, through the months of playing MultiVersus, have played so much against each other that you know, Legend has picked up some of the habits that POTUS has, and POTUS has
like that one.
No, I mean POTUS picks up on some stuff like that jump, you know, just throws out the frying pan, cooks him up a little breakfast, you know, sausage and eggs.
That thing's seasoned.
That cast iron is generational, okay? That's
That's third generation right there.
Yeah, my grandma was cooking with that cast iron.
Or the hot water cornbread on that thing, boy. Ooh, very nice combo here.
Good job for POTUS to
tapping
stay
that
away. That was really close to him dying off the side from that dash attack, but good awareness. Another dare.
The triple dare for the stock. Ooh, nice combo. The mousetrap into Jerry.
I'm just saying that cast iron might be colonial. I don't know. That thing's seen some wars. This is a PUBG cast iron.
That's a PUBG one. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like this is for sure a PUBG one.
Shots are being fired, unironically just happen to have the pot. It prevents you from dying. That being said, Legend at 72 while posted on the fresh stock. This is kind of where Tom and Jerry actually thrive. Is that 87, or I was gonna say 70 to 100. It means that a lot of combos will kill, especially with an extension, and it's like easy to confirm. That being said, it is the girls that it. If POTUS DI's wrong once, it's just over. As you can see here, POTUS trying to find his way back onto the ground, but Legends every single place that Tom and Jerry are trying to exist.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. POTUS jumping in the sky is gonna kind of give me anxiety because Legend pulling that out. Every time POTUS jumps in the sky, I get a little nervous because I see Legend jump in and get a nice little air combo, and I'm like, oh, be careful. And in some cases, it definitely worked, you know, in Legend's favor. So I clench up a little bit every time I see every time I see him jump, like to get out of a combo.
The difference is really that Legend is just clutching out it's going to last stock, and Legend is just tightening up, playing a little bit more clean, going up, doing his thing, you know.
When it matters most.
Yeah.
Putting it down.
That being said, I was gonna say we see POTUS also slowing it down. Honestly, coming in game 3, a lot of tennis balls, a lot of rockets coming out. Not so much the roll attack we saw of in game 2. That being said, it kind of worked against POTUS. I said, it makes the matchup really hard when the Powerpuff Girls can just be like, oh, let me blow some cold air at you, and you're just gonna slowly but surely head towards the top. Luckily, POTUS was able to collect himself and collect his first stock basically immediately after, but Blossom doesn't play. It's spring. It's spring.
You nasty. Legend, you nasty. That combo was crazy.
I'm just saying that this is feeling of it's like odes to Anther, you know, the ice breath. Really locking people out, getting kills. Just a little bit of a different way.
Getting you up out of there as quick as possible. Now, Anthos used to have the platform locked the hell down. That was like some Steelers defense.
I do like these dares coming out from POTUS, the quick drop dares, because Tom's dare definitely reaches all the way to the ground from the platform, but there's this wall that is the Legend.
I'm really proud of us right now.
GG's, man. Legend held it down, you know what I'm saying? It felt pretty close for a little while, and then Legend started to kind of pull away with it. So good series nonetheless. I always enjoy watching two Legends go at it, no pun intended.
I mean, if we're gonna look at how the Legends are doing, we look at the other side of winter semis. We have Girthquake and Christopher's, who I believe we're gonna see next. On the bottom of it, we have Alien BMO waiting for the winner of Musty Nobody and Alex 26XD. While Rico, the GOAT, knocking out Gorify in a 2-1. Granted, Gorify was playing the Iron Giant, not the Morty or the Rick. But great win coming out from Rico, and Icelop taking out Rando to secure his place to go up against the Iron Giant. However, that's not what we're playing today. We're playing Girthquake, playing the Harley up against Christopher's. I think this might be Chris's first time making his way up to winners semis. Christopher's having kind of the curse of being the perennial mid-tier player. I've been there. in my region of and longtime FGC player, where you might win game 1, but game 2 is immediately to the best player in the world. Like, and you're like, okay, I guess I go to losers early, right? That's generally how it goes. That's how seeds work in a double L limb bracket. But Christopher's making it over Gorfy and BMO to make his way all the way up into Girthquake, our perennial
Hey,
number
yo.
1.
Hope your head is
Yeah, I asked permission first. All right, game 1. Christopher's shout out to the handsome devil there. Doing his thing on Lola. Of course, we got Girthquake on Harley. I wonder if this is one of those nights where we may see Girthquake maybe take an initial L and decide, all right, I guess we go to Garnet, but we're gonna have to see. For right now, it's kind of what we expect. Game 1, you feel out your opponent, throw some hands, see what they can do.
I will say
Nothing too
that
crazy.
I really like Lola for Christopher's. I think it plays a lot better than LeBron or Beetlejuice, who Christopher's kind of known to play over the last seasons. 4 seasons of this game. I think Lola quite fits Christopher's playstyle a lot better. With a lot of those approaching dares, gets to mix up the drift on it, trying to bait Girthquake into each one of them to start their combo. In game so far,
coming up.
but neither able to find the KO combo. Christopher waiting out the bomb. Girthquake just goes out there with an air.
Not care for that.
Yeah. The nair off stage, it did its thing. So Christopher has always been someone who likes to play like the characters that are not so easy to figure out, and I've seen the progression. Oh my God! Wait, sir, Girthquake, can you relax? Thank you. I've seen the progression over time. Yeah. And I can definitely see that Christopher is getting a little better with like the ball tag as well. So it's very impressive to see. Nonetheless, Girthquake is prime to get knocked out, but is putting up one hell of a fight. Doesn't want to go. Wait, that didn't kill. Okay, all right. Guess not.
Yeah, one of Christopher's kind of quirks, I guess,
There
is
we go.
playing characters who have a hard time killing.
Sure.
Yeah, like you need to hit a very specific combo with Lola or Braun or land the stun with Beetlejuice to like really make sure you get. Which makes it really hard when the opponent knows that you're hunting for it, especially an opponent like Girthquake. We'll see if there is a switch up as Christopher kind of sits around, but yeah, you might be able to box out the neutral really well, but boxing's only so good if you can't, or if you can close out the stocks, You pick up 5-10% here and there. It doesn't really matter if you can't close out the stock.
Indeed. That is very true. I mean, the people who are able to play those characters and play them well, it's like, man, shout out to you, because it's not easy to do that at all. But
Nah.
it's also what makes others respect you even more.
Good dare coming out from Christopher's. I really like the drift back dares that Christopher does, the like slight drift back, because Girthquake, we know, is an aggressive player. Ooh, I think.
Ooh, that would have been sick if that worked.
One of my biggest critiques, I think, of Christopher has always been that I always feel like he can get one more hit,
He's
but
playing
he
a little
finds
too
the kill
safe.
there. Yeah. Like he'll opt to return to neutral, make sure that he has positional advantage over getting the kills.
Dunked on, loser.
That being said, I mean, he has taken full control of game 2.
Yeah, good read there. To read those tags and keep that combo going. Was definitely doing some go ahead, put the controller down, playboy type moves But of course, Earthquake being the champion that they are, said no, not gonna be that easy. So
Call me Dawn.
that bomb connects, trying to block the damage, but gets shield broken in the process. That's not good. Oh, but the near miss doesn't matter.
No.
Doesn't matter. The neutral connects.
Oh,
All right.
are we seeing a little bit of a DC? Are we seeing a little bit of lag? What's going on, Chris X? Tiffer?
Gonna start losing some energy pretty soon here.
Me or
Game
the
says
game?
stop camping. Well, no, no, Chris. The game will like drain your stamina if you just stay still.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, we'll figure out what's going on here. I mean, I'm sure that this is probably something simple, but give it a little time, and we will
Hey.
get back into the matchup.
Ooh. We actually got an immediate rebuttal. I'm assuming they're gonna return to the 1-1s. As we head back into game, see if it continues to have problems.
Shall see.
Meet my friend, Mr. Hammer.
Yeah. Oh, they're starting from the 1-0 stock count. Interesting.
Respect.
Is it respect or is it a little bit BM? I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, that's what I would like to do. Honestly, I worked so hard to get to this freaking. I think that's something that I feel like all games should do. Is if a match has already started, one team has got the advantage. Don't force. If something goes wrong and you got to reset, don't just start the whole thing over.
Well, I meant starting from 1-0 versus 1-1 because I felt like Earthquake might have. It's neither here nor there. The men being gentle here, deciding that they're gonna start at a 1-0 start is. Oh my god, that's stun. Oh my god, that's stun. Sorry, I got really distracted. I don't remember what I was saying, but either way.
Nah, that was crazy.
Prisoners up 2 stocks to 1. Once again, this is a restart of game 2, and
Eat this, you bunch of goobers.
Earthquake trying to fight their way back, but Christopher's taking every inch as they come. But Earthquake is able to even up the stock count with a minimal damage here. As we see winners semis game 2 is decided by this stock. Chris is on fire but finds the combo himself. Oh, he gets it!
Wow, that actually worked. Holy crap, what a play.
That is a
Wow.
1 stock count. Oh. You think we see the switch up? You think
Do we see the Garnet? Let's see.
Does Earthquake stop playing around just a tiny bit? No. Earthquake just wants the
A
stage
little
change.
quick breather. Quick breather. Stage change. Yeah. We're okay with this.
Chris kind of going
Okay.
crazy this tournament, apparently.
Now I like it. I'm all about it. So
Hammering
keep
just
it coming. Nice start with that le basketball.
Le basketball.
The 3-pointer. Nice.
This is definitely, I feel like one of Earthquake's favorite stages. It really feels like, especially on the Harley, where he just moves around the platforms so freely. That being said, being stuck on the corner is not where you want to be as any character, but returning back to center, Earthquake attempts to box his way out. Small deficit, but huge parry out of Chris. Who's playing right now?
Ooh, good read.
We still got
Good read from Girthquake to read that dodge. Skillful moves here, brother.
Girthquake also confident in his ability to know what Christopher's trying to go for. Pushes. I like the option to go with the neutral attack there. To just, you know, shove Chris off stage, take away options. Sometimes
I mean,
the game is just about that, right? It's not about combos, it's not about positioning. It's just, hey, you go over there so you can't lose.
I mean, I've said it before. When in doubt, near it out. You know, it's that's just what you do, man. Ooh, watch the basketball. Girthquake sitting at 130, so you got to be careful. Ooh, caught the foot off stage. Okay, brothers. You know, thanks for not letting me talk. Now Chris sitting over 100, and now you're gone as well. Okay, so 2-1 in favor of Girth. Chris X versus is gonna have to come with some insane play here to get back in good graces. Currently catches some Joey Daddies though. On
That
fire
was such an
too.
unfortunate whiff from Chris. I think Chris had the right read, but bad timing. Good parry on the basketball. Honestly, Girth has hands. I don't know what it is. But his reaction time is so good. And the fact that Christopher's getting in at all is very impressive because this man doesn't like getting hit. The up special into the Jack in the Box will close out game number 3.
That was a solid combo. Solid combo. And now Girth is up 2-1 in the series. I mean, it's some solid play coming from Chris Christopher. I think this might be the best I've ever seen him play this character. So
Specifically the I mean, Lola's looking nice. I think Chris is having a lot of good reads.
Y'all.
Is locked in getting those reaction parries on a variety of moves. The couple of things is I wish Chris it really feels like the difference is that Girthquake feels like he can always get the kill, whereas Christopher second guesses himself a couple of times, you know?
Sure.
And that hesitation is
Sure.
really the difference between Chris closing out stocks and losing them. However,
Well, let's close these bad boys.
We're going to Titan's Tower, which honestly feels like a Harley favorite stage, but if Chris thinks it's good, then what do I know? You know, I'm not playing the tournament. I don't know shit.
That's why I'm based. I always say, but there's a reason why I'm here on this microphone and not in the game.
Yeah. You know what's easier to control? You know what's easier to control than a fucking controller is a microphone. I only have to speak into this. Yeah. Guitar. Well, not Guitar Hero. What called Rock Band? Yeah, Rock Band. I get on the mic and I just start, you know, hitting those notes. I don't need to hit no buttons. Don't need to hit no drum pads.
You gotta get me and J Dog on the drums and the guitar.
Yeah, you guys will rock that way better than I can. The same way that Girthquake is closing out that first stock. Christopher's needs to find something pretty quick. Great up air. Keeping Girth on the corner and off stage, but not able to close it out. Girth able to find that up air, able to fight his way back onto stage, but Christopher taking minimal damage so far.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell Chris Experts really wanted that, and it didn't work out, unfortunately. Oh, there's a Jack in the Box though.
Chris trying his best to find the combo, find the dare, find the nair to lead into the strong hit, but Girthquake is just a little bit too ready. leading this game 2 stocks to 1. 110 is in kill percent, but I was gonna say finding the combo, but parry into kill move is a true combo. So we give it to Chris, and Chris almost finding the follow-up. Not able to do so.
It would have been crazy.
Chris needs 2 stocks. Do you think he finds it? No,
Oh,
the
it's
shield.
tough.
It's so hard. Okay. Big gripe about the game. Quang's about to go on a little bit of a Quang rant. Why is Harley Bomb so hard to see through shield? Can we talk about that? Why does it appear behind the shield instead of in front of the shield?
I
I'm
can't really
just
say I
saying.
have too much trouble seeing it myself.
Is it just me?
It usually works for me.
I'm just saying
Typically works for me.
that
I mean, you had trouble seeing it through the shield.
it's just like so much harder to see through the shield than if it was outlined in front of the shield, you know? Because I never expected to explode and hit the person while I'm just while Harley's huddled in, you know. That being said,
Okay.
Girthquake.
Second time.
Yeah, it's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. I was talking about him earlier today. I was surprised that he showed up today. But Girthquake, recognizing the bombs, recognizing the opportunities, and able to close out game 4.
Good series.
But
I think it's a good series.
honestly, great winners run from Chris, and Chris now moving their way into the losers bracket. But honestly, doing pretty good for himself.
Yeah. I want to see more. You know, it looks like Chris is going to be taking on the winner of
This game,
Rico.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the game we have coming up next. Rico versus Saul OP.
Isolop.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah,
Isolop?
Isolop. Yeah.
So we could already expect there's going to be a Iron Giant in the building, and then a Marvin on the other side.
I've been talking about this today just because I got to catch a little bit of Rico today.
Mm-hmm.
But he's been running Airwalker on the Iron Giant, and genuinely, I have never seen that in the months, in the years that I have watched and played in MultiVersus. Granted, I don't think Airwalker has been in the game for a full year, so but
Sure.
it is interesting tech, and I hope he's able to show off some of the combo potential of Iron Giant with the Airwalker. And on the other side is waiting for us is Alien Bimo versus Alex, the Gizmo player.
I have a feeling that Rico might be doing some airwalking if Salop is hitting those combos the way we expect. Like for example, you know, going against Iron Giant, am I going with the 3 rockets or am I going with the with the one big rocket? I'm probably going with the 3 rockets because I know at least 2 of them it's gonna connect. But you know, what to see.
I don't know if you're aware, Juice, but also something you have to keep aware of is the fact that the same exploit, I'm gonna call it, that Gizmo has with the umbrella.
Yeah.
Marvin has something pretty similar. It's the same inputs at the very least, but you don't have a giant hit that can kill. But Marvin is also able to move across using that same exploit.
Oh, I'm out here, bro.
So Marvin also sometimes sometimes it's just a fly on your smack. Just try to like hit with a fucking fly swatter, but sometimes they just move too fast.
Exactly. You gotta get it. You gotta have that good flick of the wrist. If you really want to catch
Yeah.
him. I was the designated fly killer in my family. Anyways, game one. We got Saul going with the one big bucket instead of the 3.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
as of right now,
I mean, the hard part about going up against any zoning character as Iron Giant is the size of your model. Is your hurt box is so big, you're just gonna get hit with everything, and if you don't have EMP ready, how are you gonna get away from anything? But we see the Airwalker come out right there. It is a quit ready for Rico to try and use to retaliate. But first stock goes to Icelot on the Marvin.
yeah. Good plays, good movement. I mean, the EMP does come out, but I mean, not necessarily needed in that moment.
Yeah.
Still pretty low in the health pool. I mean, yeah, Saul is just kind of owning the platform at the moment, which is kind of what you expect. With a character like Marvin. This thing hurt, and it is not holding up. Ooh, don't you do it. Ooh, this is tough.
Yeah, how do you?
Yeah, how do you get out of that? How do you get out of that? I mean, the second you touch platform, you're gonna be in the flag zone, which means that rocket's gonna be homing on you. It's just just a bad situation. Nice grab here though. Oh, ooh, yeah, we're gonna see you later, kiddo. We're gonna see you later, kiddo.
That
Next.
is the IG classic. However, Rico trying to find another opening. Honestly, just getting hit by Iron Giant ever, one of the scariest. I mean, I don't remember if you remember Palafox's run. I guess it was back in February now. Complaining about how Iron Giant is now low tier and all that jazz, but made his way all the way into the just, I mean, Icelop cleans it up, but it's a hard matchup. I expect Rico to keep it on the Iron Giant. I know that Rico likes to do tasks to make sure that pick ban happens.
Shout out to Rico. Go ahead. Shout out to Rico for that. Everyone # do your tasks. We appreciate that. We appreciate that.
I'm interested to see if Rico has any like pocket characters to deal with the zoners, because it's so hard. Iron Giant is genuine, especially with shields, just not built to deal with zoners.
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, I respect anyone for sticking with the Iron Giant plays here. I mean, I think even Carrie at one point was like, "Yep, I'm good." So, I get it. I'm not mad at it.
I mean, Rico on his stream was not defending the Iron Giant at all. Was like it deserved 100% of the nerfs that he got.
Oh well, yeah, of course.
Which
Yeah,
is
there's
also
no doubt.
respectable in its own right. You just say
Yeah, anyone who's played this game for any period of time knows it. Well, especially if you were playing at the beginning, you know how broken Iron Giant was. So
I don't
We
think
get
I've ever lost to an Iron Giant, so take it as you will. That being said, Rico doing a really good job of closing distance and keeping the distance close, but honestly failing every trade, and now is dying off the top, unable to dodge the extra bubbles coming out from Marvin Martian. Trying to close out this stock as quickly as possible, but unable to find a clean hit into a clean combo. That airwalker felt unintentional, but also. Ooh, the movement coming out from Rico, not quite enough to find anything. Icelop doing a really good job of just finding these hits and finding ways to set up while Rico puts on the or is in hit lag basically, or lag in general. Finds the kill, but at 135 himself, Rico needs to find an early kill here, or he's gonna be on the back foot for a while. There does not quite do it there. I know that Marvin was at like 30, but there's always a chance. I don't know. It's Iron Giant.
Yeah, man. Going off the side, there's always a chance. We never give up hope. Just kick him off the side, especially if they're a light character like Marvin. Just kick him off the side and see what happens. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, worst.
Oh, watch that. Watch that now. Watch it there.
Oh
The
my
cannonball off the side. Ooh, parried, brother. Oh, nice dodge. Counter. Ooh, but the spaceship comes out. Good to destroy. Oh, well, almost destroyed it. I thought he did, but I guess not. Excuse me.
The thing that I really like about the way that Icelop's playing is that Icelop kind of, since Rico hasn't shown any reason to play outside of the norm, Icelop kind of just expects the normal Iron shenanigans, you know, the big ass Nair, the Sayer, the fucking jab combo, and just because he's expecting the standard options, not trying to do anything fancy, just making sure there is a hitbox right where Iron Giant wants to be to land those moves.
Smoothest.
And honestly, it's a lot harder than I make it sound very, but it is a lot harder to do than I make. And Icelop uses those fundamentals to close out game number 2.
I shall enjoy ruling the flora and fauna of
We have some
Star Void.
calls for Samurai Jack. Go.
Samurai Jack switch. I'm not against. I haven't seen a Samurai Jack in a minute. I could make the switch. This hurts to watch, brother.
As we see Rico kind of sitting in the tank, deciding what he wants to do, doing the tasks. I mean, we're sitting here. What do you think? What do you think is the what? Do you think Samurai Jack would do better in this matchup?
I think anyone would do better. This matchup.
That's fair. Jason? Even Jason?
Oh, nah. Jason's probably too slow.
Yeah.
And I think Jason a big back too. So I don't know. Might also get a little abused.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Might also get a little
Also-
abused. Yeah.
if we're talking about like Iron Giants, Rico is definitely one of them. Like one of
Yep.
the Iron Giants.
Yep. Which everyone respects. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sticking
like,
with
no one's ever
honestly,
gonna be like, look at this guy being loyal. Like no one's ever gonna like, you know what I mean? Who likes this guy? He's loyal. Who likes him?
yeah, I'm going through it right now with fucking Rivals of Aether. I've been going through it since fucking what is it, October? It's been rough. My character went from top 2 to bottom 2 in that
Ooh.
game.
Yeah.
Deservedly.
Oh, word. No, listen. I've been a Raiders fan for over 20 years, so I know a thing about loyalty. All right, I get it. I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah. As an Ace fan, that loyalty got abandoned. I've never been more betrayed in my life. That being
Nice.
said, Rico the GOAT, sticking with Iron Giant, going into game 3 on the Batcave. This could be good, especially because the kill power of Iron Giant makes every blast zone so dangerous. Tries to... I'm assuming he tried to parry that missile, but unfortunately just takes it in the face, allowing Icelop to get a combo. Icelop doing a really good job of just... I love saying this, but Icelop's one of the best litterers in this game. He loves yeah, he loves littering the stage with just a bunch of projectiles. Like as a zoning character, sometimes you don't need to like actually zone. I think that's like a really big misconception. Sometimes you just need to throw a bunch of projectiles out and see what lands.
It's true, and eventually you'll start to connect the dots and say, "Oh, wait a minute! If I do it like this next time, maybe look at that! Just discovered something, right?"
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you just need to button mash, and then things will just start to kind of come together.
Yeah. There's no honor amongst thieves, and a dub is a dub either way, and Icelot is finding those dubs up 2 stocks to nil. Rico fighting to find his first stock. Good stall from Icelot, dodging the shoulder dash, but a little bit of scrap metal hurts a Martian apparently, and Rico's able to close out the first stock.
This is one of those moments where, as Rico, I'm looking for like a quick off-stage out, like one of those, yeah, that's an Iron Giant moment type of stock. Something really fast to get me a second stock, and then just hold it down for the third. Let's see, like resetting to center stage against a Marvin that wants to be on stage. It's just not the play, brother.
Icelot, honestly, shout out to Icelot for being the most aggressive Marvin that I've ever seen.
Yes.
Word.
If you're
Word.
playing a zoning character, would you be up in melee range of an Iron Giant ever?
Definitely. I mean,
Like
yeah,
with your
yeah.
understanding of like Morty, I'd be like, I'm
Grenade,
playing full
grenade.
screen. Yeah, I play full screen. I play full screen all day, every day, the entire time.
You know the guy on social media that plays Warzone. He's like lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. That's what I'd be doing all the time, whole time.
I would be tilting people. I would be getting flamed for being the most boring person on the server.
Yeah.
But
We've seen a few of those matches. We've seen some stories, some snooze fests.
not me.
You know.
Not from me.
We have.
Chat, don't
No, not from you.
let
It wasn't you.
Don't let Juice pretend like I'm the problem.
No. It wasn't from you. It wasn't from you. I promise. I promise.
As we slide, I believe we're sliding into losers quarters here. We have POTUS versus Alex 26XD. POTUS honestly might be my favorite player to watch. The way that he moves around with Tom and Jerry really is insane. Christopher's on the other side going up against Icelop. Kind of goated, honestly.
It's gonna be a sloppy one. You know what I mean?
I mean, Chris is something else tonight. I don't know what he's on, but
I like it.
someone making PM in a cup. We need to test him.
Word. Word. Test for them PEDs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that will be interesting. I know Chris is gonna want to play aggressive, stay on the inside against Salop, and then POTUS versus Alex. That's just gonna be. I think that one's gonna be over pretty quick.
And then let's not forget about winner's side here, where Girthquake and Legend are sitting in winners finals. Honestly, one of basically 10 possibilities. What are you gonna do? I mean, like Girthquake is crazy. Legend seems like he plays this game every day.
That's a grand final.
Yeah.
That's a
I mean,
that's a land grand final right there. You know, signs
there's
up.
so many people just ready to show up, doing their thing. It looks like we are starting with losers quarters here. POTUS up against Mr. Gizmo, the current Mr. Gizmo, to be clear. Alex 2-6. There have been many Gizmos before him, but none quite like him.
Not quite like him.
Honestly, Umbrella did so much in this matchup. Makes it really hard for Jerry to approach. Makes it really hard for any of the Rockets to kind of connect and lead into any kill shots. And Gizmo is almost a better zoner than Tom and Jerry are.
True.
Tom and Jerry is very much a setup character, right? Once you get set up, it's really hard to approach. It's really hard to find anything. That being said, POTUS doesn't need any of that. POTUS finds the up tilt and then gets 100 damage. In this case, 81 damage. As you can see, both of them swiping at each other. And that cast iron dealing with the hot cars all outright. Trying to find a dare to close out a kill there. POTUS, another person who's just so aggressive. But like I said, that Umbrella just dealing with Jerry. No thoughts behind the shade of the Umbrella as the up air finally closes out the stock against POTUS. Like, evening it up.
I'm always going to rage about the fact that up tilt into down tilt is true on Tom and Jerry. That's always going to be hilarious to me.
You need something. You can't. No. That's unfounded. Tom and Jerry has like no other kill setups.
I'm just saying, bro. It looks disjointed as hell.
Sure, but like in a game where Shaggy can jab into whatever the fuck he wants, I think that Tom and Jerry deserves the up tilt into down tilt or downside, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just saying.
Fine.
In the meantime, while we're arguing, POTUS proven my point, finding another stock.
Ooh.
From Alex, evening up the stock count. This is a close game one.
Yeah, Alex had to remind you who the F they were, so you don't get too excited and think it's over. We're sitting at a 2-2 situation here. Oh, car doesn't, or did it connect? It looked like it did.
It did connect. It looked like the explosion connected. I was gonna say car was parked for a little bit, then wasn't ready to quite use it, just kind of sitting around gathering a little bit of dust. But this is honestly anybody's game. POTUS has closed out stocks way earlier than this, and honestly, if Alex, oh
no, yeah, that skillet is be doing work, dog. That skillet does some work.
that skillet fought for the United States of America
Yeah,
in 4 wars. Like,
dead ass, bro. And it feels so rewarding to connect with that. There are a lot of moves in this game. Oh yeah, it feels so good when you hit it. Like
the toom sound is just,
oh yeah, satisfying.
yeah.
Yeah.
That, maybe that's all POTUS lives for, you know? POTUS just hunting for that dopamine hit of landing that dare. But it earns him game in number 1 and almost finds another stock out of a great sequence. Alex returning the game back to neutral. Is Alex still number 1 on the ladder? I imagine he's close.
Not sure, to be honest. Well, we need someone in the chat to confirm that.
That being said, POTUS trying to catch movement and finally does so. Catching the jump with the frying pan. Honestly. Ooh, Grandma's making some some cornbread in that skillet.
Yeah, that hot water cornbread. You gonna eat your cornbread? A lot of stairs coming out here from POTUS.
It's kind of what you have to do though against Gizmo, especially the new age Gizmos with their umbrella tech and all that. You just kind of have to keep the distance minimal, not let them do too much with the bow and arrow plus the bow and arrow, the car, and the umbrella tech is sometimes just a little bit too much. But POTUS handling it so well that he goes up 2 stocks to none.
Yeah, no, it's solid work. Solid work coming out of POTUS. Dare comes out into the Sair. Good use of the dynamite. Always using that to like play safe. Give yourself an out in case the player comes a little too aggressively inside.
Oh, that was a DI trap and a half. Alex aware, not falling for it, DIing a little bit out and making sure that the Sair doesn't connect and able to capitalize on the moment to close out 1 stock. However, being at now 97, this is pretty scary for Gizmo.
Ooh,
Dare to up air will do it.
Yeah. Just about does it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Love to see
Straight
it.
into game 3. Straight gentlemen's into game 3 onto Trophy's Edge. I'd run it back too. Honestly, I'd be tilted.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you gotta keep toughing it out. You have to keep toughing it out. It's not over.
I know that I'm so much worse than POTUS, by the way. I'd be pissed if I lost to him.
I like this.
It's just something about getting red into getting spiked that just tilts the brain, you know? I would get mad. POTUS would do it to me 20 times in a row. I would lose so many games. I would not win a single one.
Yeah,
because he is that much better than me. I'd be mad. To be very clear.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. On both sides, I'm gonna experience the same exact fate. No question about it. Sometimes you see moves happen and you're like, oh, I totally would have done this to get away from that. And it's like, yeah, you're saying that from the other side. Like you're saying that as a guy not holding the controller.
No, I'd get wrecked. I was trying to snipe out POTUS. POTUS doing a really good job of just taking it on the chin. That's another, honestly, such a hard skill to develop, is just being able to move on from the onslaught.
Yeah, just regain.
I don't know if anyone's seen me be truly competitive, but it is a lot of me being upset with the way that games are, despite them being in the best place they've ever been.
So you're a gamer.
Yeah, true. No, I'm a true competitive gamer.
Got it.
Yeah.
Love seeing that. People have like 1,000 hours in a game, play it every day, lose once. This game's shit, man. Like, yeah, dude. Sure.
Yeah, I can't believe they have this in the game. Alex at 102 evening out the stock count here. POTUS trying to close out early, but POTUS says no. You see, I'm a customer. I need you to keep second stock open for just a little bit longer. You know, I need my dessert. And Alex almost finds it.
Ooh-wee. This is gonna hurt. Yep, there it is, brother. There it is, that great true combo that we all love to see. There it is.
Ooh, I actually really like that from Alex. Alex kind of, which leads to the second stock getting deleted instantly. But Alex baited out the arrow toss, which made POTUS drift away. Alex tried to get the Sair off, but didn't connect with anything. But burned enough of POTUS's resources to force him to SD there. Now POTUS trying to find his way in, but Alex, for the first time in game number 3, has a lead. But POTUS keeping the Gizmo off stage for as long as possible. Hot Wheels now getting taken off of the game.
Risky play there for Alex. Almost lost and lost the series. Off stage again, but that umbrella is so nice. You just know a dare is coming. This could be the series if Alex can't clutch up. Otherwise, we'd be going to a game 4. And the rocket comes out.
That's Jerry. Well, I guess
that was Jerry.
Rocket.
Yeah, it's a rocket. Yeah. Wow.
You know, sorry, I crazy getting clipped by that for game 3.
Wow.
Respectable from Alex. That's
respectable.
It was a 3-0, but that was a close 3-0.
Yeah.
That could have easily been a game 5 performance.
Agreed. Yeah, no,
POTUS,
shout out to both players.
POTUS moves on to losers semifinals.
Let's see. Ooh, I'm excited for this next one.
The Chris versus the Chris versus the Marvin.
Yeah. 2 of the Toon Squad. Wait, was Marvin a Toon Squad member? Right. Yeah, right. No, yeah.
Marvin was part of the Toon Squad.
Marvin was part of the Toon Squad. Okay, wait. I feel like I'm not tripping. Marvin was the referee.
Marvin was the referee. The producers saying Marvin was referee, but I believe Marvin was only the referee. Space Jam Uno. I thought he was. I thought both Alien and Toon. Yeah, he was a referee because he was both Alien and Looney Tunes in one. I thought Marvin was part of the Toon Squad for 2. Because Don Cheadle, you know.
Possible.
It's been a minute and I don't watch movies, so chat correct me if I'm wrong.
Moving on here to our next series.
Clearly, I'm just saying the ref made a bad call and Lolo's about to beat his ass. Is all I'm saying.
All right. So, winner of this matchup will be taking on POTUS in the lower semi-final match. Lola Bunny versus Marvin. I'm excited to see this like back and forth of aggression from both players. Obviously, this due to the lack of size, will be a bit tougher for Salo, but we'll have to see.
Based on character like movesets, I always feel like Lola should do well in this matchup. Just approaching Dare is so strong, you know.
Yeah.
That being said, Icelop is a professional. Is one of the best, if not the best, MultiVersus players, especially on the Marvin.
Look out below.
So like,
Nice.
probably ready for all of Lola's shenanigans. You can see that Islop is playing a lot slower, waiting for Christopher to commit to an option, and then trying to punish here. That being said, every time that Christopher finds an opening, ooh, whiffs the dare, but now pushes the Marvin off stage. Marvin at 117. A strong hit will do it.
So far, Chris is doing a great job deflecting those projectiles, which is definitely helping. In a pretty decent lead. I mean, they're both at kill range. However, because like you said before, a lot of mini Lolas don't hit too hard, but then the up tilt
Up strong.
and the response from Salo B Slop.
Islop doing a really good job of just like waiting out the.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Christopher waiting out the spaceship is really big, and now Christopher just doing the bread and butter
My
combo.
God.
But that coming from Islop means that he gets the 0 to death.
I'm gonna call that butter biscuits from now on. That's the butter
biscuits?
biscuits. Yeah. You can buy that one. That's the butter biscuits. My
Biscuits
God.
and the biscuits and gravy and the fucking in the fucking MultiVersus tournament. That's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. It happens to be like that.
I
Whoever did that has some
was gonna go into a story tangent, but Islop closing out his second stock, and now it's even. Next person to take a stock takes game number 1.
Both players are not playing games, throwing the hands.
I
Two
think
stocks each. Oh, the little taunt there. I think that might have been an accident. That might have been a misinput.
I do think that was a fat finger into the D-pad. That being said, not shaking the Lola player. Christopher's trying to find an opening at all. Good timing against the rocket to find their way back on stage. 108 for Marvin, 73 for Lola. One short hit into the basketball. That's an alley-oop if I've ever seen one.
You. Go ahead.
That's-
Go ahead, Chris X first. Go ahead, bro. Okay. That's game 1. In the books. We want to see more.
Fucking Steph Curry shooting threes, Christopher shooting wins.
Word.
That's all I'm saying. Is all I'm
Word.
saying, okay? Like,
That Curry with the shot, boy.
oh, that's a champion mentality. You lock in, you close out. You know,
Do what you
you
gotta
might
do.
have fouled.
And the way that
once
they
or
do it.
twice, it might have been just. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Sorry for cutting you off, Juice. I just.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm hyped up. We about to fight. We about to mosh in our own house. Juice. I don't know. It's just you and me. Kids don't know nowadays. Kids
You
don't know
gotta do-
nowadays. Sometimes you just have the energy, you know. You just got to put it somewhere.
Gonna do it. Do it. I mean, that's why I got the Red Bull. I got the Red Bull, man.
We about to have wings. Oh,
I
man.
wonder, are these guys doing tasks or are they like
I imagine so.
probably doing something here?
Yeah, I imagine they're doing pick bands of stages. I can see this matchup in particular being like very stage heavy. Oh, Christopher shouting out in chat saying that he's waiting for the other individual within op.gg. So, you know, Islop, if you are in the Cracked Media stream, please follow up with Chris within the game.
There
That
we go.
being said,
There we go. Get us going again.
we are getting into game number 2. Just
Here we go.
way too early predictions. Who you have taking this game?
This game or the series?
The game.
I have Chris Exever's taking it.
You
It'll
think
be a close
this is
one.
good for Lola? You think this is good for Lola? Just no
I do.
platforms.
I do think it is good for Lola. I think, you know, of course, if you just keep the aggression, you know,
Yeah.
going, don't allow these yeah, and keep deflecting these projectiles, right? Oh, the shield break comes through. Yeah, I think you'd be all right.
I guess that is a big thing that Lola has, is that projectile deflection.
Yeah, definitely.
Can Lola deflects the missile? That's probably combo fodder too, right? Like especially when Marvin's at these triple digit percents. And there's
I
they put a little bit of Legend of Zelda ping pong, bouncing that energy blast back and forth.
Nice use of the basketball there. Careful. Oh,
Christopher's trying to find their way over the corner, able to find center stage, but the lock on is gonna kind of tack on a little bit more percent. This is also, I think both characters actually have a problem with these really high percents. Like Christopher's at 138, which means that most straight hits. Once again, most straight hits don't kill.
yeah.
But when you
Very
get
heads up play,
stripped down, yeah, that's Christopher's already racking up so much damage. Good dodge from Icelop.
Oh, the combo's coming through.
Good shield.
Yo. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, if that
Saw.
landed.
That would have been so sick. Oh, okay, all right. Chris with the response.
I really like that basketball from Chris, kind of covering his entrance, making sure that whatever projectile that Icelop throws out on the Marvin actually gets eaten up by the basketball first, and then is able to follow up. Icelop at 120, which is right at that sweet spot range, but Chris gets the hard hit first.
Yeah, this by no means is going to be, you know, match over, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Chris just needs to get one solid hit. It'll be pretty much a guaranteed stock.
Yep.
And now it's a best of one.
Yeah,
we
one
are.
stock wins it all. Icelop tried to go for it all with the extension off of the UFO, but not able to find it. However, Chris is almost in the triple digits, is now in the triple dig. And one stray hit could take it. Is a little bit of an awkward percent for Marvin to connect into the strong hits off of the easy ones.
There it
But
is.
gets a very soft lift off the projectile that allows the upper to close it out.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, definitely took control in that lost stock. Held it down, did what you had to do. We respect it. Schlop. Now, why am I saying the name like you are now?
Icelop? Icelop? I
I'm
feel
just
like
saying schlop at this point.
I always say the I.
This should be good exercise.
I always say the I in front of it, but I don't know. It has a little more of an oomph to it. It might be just me. I don't. Got a little bit of an accent on there, you know.
It's all right. It's all right. Oh, I love this play. By the way, I love this play. Putting the flag on the edge, just like forcing you to be in that situation where now all the projectiles are just homing towards you.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
just a lose situation. I mean, at the very least, Lola has the reflector.
Yes.
But it's not enough.
Time to fix this.
And Marvin really waking up for game 2, game 3, and has a huge lead and really chasing down Christopher Knight needs to find an opening with a dare or the dash attack. Accidentally taunts. I wonder if he's getting flustered and just moving his hands too much on his controller. And getting a bunch of accidental inputs.
Whoever did that has some real pain coming
Icelop
their way.
has tightened up his gameplay.
See it. Love to see it. This is coming down to just one more stock for Schlop. And we'll be moving on to a game 4 matchup.
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of just like ability throw, deflect block, ability throw. They're in a moment. They're in a mode now where you're like, you know, play safe. Do I play aggressive? Like, what do I do? I go out is what I do. And that's the dub. That's the dub.
Bow before
Chris
Icelop
seems to be
has-
starting to lose the heat. The steam is it's going out a little bit.
I was gonna say that Icelop has locked in. You know, before it was Icelop needed to go park the car, but now he's checked into the hotel, you know.
Yeah,
He's got his key card. Valet's taking his bags. Or not valet, the bellboy. Sorry. I know how hotels work.
Ah,
Convince me
man.
otherwise.
No entrance. No room. You just sleep in the parking lot.
Icelop's about to tip everyone in the hotel. Room service and all. Unless Christopher is able to close out game number 4, bring it to game number 5. Christopher's having a huge character switch.
Oh.
Beetlejuice.
Okay.
Now, Chris playing lots of Beetlejuice in his day.
Mhm.
Mine is not quite the
Hope you don't mind the smell of that guy.
Figure it out. Oh, whoa.
Like, he just like his tournaments have not been Beetlejuice featured, right? Like he's not quite that player. He's definitely more known for the LeBron, more known for
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
I mean, Chris has tried it before. Has played Beetlejuice in a previous tournament, but it was a long time ago. Long time ago.
Chris has also had a lot of success, especially on ladder, on the Beetlejuice. One of the early adopters of the character.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Nice plays.
I do think it simplifies the gameplay quite a bit. Lola, kind of a complicated setup character. Beetlejuice
Yeah.
has a lot of really big moves that eat up all the projectiles, like the dash attack, like the Sair, side special, all those. But
Nice. Careful.
Icelop famously a practice partner of another one of the cracked media mainstays, Snarks from Marks, who is probably the Beetlejuice. So
Yeah. You see Beetlejuice on the other screen. You're like, yeah, I've had tons of practice against this. So, and Snarks is dirty. Snarks is absolutely dirty on Beetlejuice. So, first stock they're coming for Chris X first.
I was gonna say, Chris evening up the stock count 1-1. Icelop trying to hunt down his second stock, but Christopher's bringing up the aggression, keeping in the range, but shields getting traded back and forth. Marvin not able to shield too much more, so tries to go a little bit more aggressive. Backfires and evens up the match. Icelop now having a hard time getting into Beetlejuice's range.
Ooh,
I
that's
didn't think that was
unfortunate.
gonna kill. I didn't think that
That's
was gonna kill.
unfortunate. Yeah. I don't think Chris thought that either. Oh no! Don't you do it!
That was one projectile away.
This is for you.
But Christopher's taking a lot of damage. Able to close out that stock,
Okay.
though. This is basically anybody's game. Christopher, like I said, has taken a lot of damage, 44% to 0. But with a couple more openings, Chris could easily steal this game back. Able to avoid the missile, but Icelop trying to keep up the aggression, making sure that there is some sort of projectile on, bringing some sort of hurtbox to, or sorry, not hurtbox, hitbox to combo off of, while Christopher is now playing a bullet hell game.
Pretty much the safety play coming from Christopher's here, although it does get into that field now, so projectiles are coming for that ass. Not anymore. Timing was a little bit back there. Christopher's is in burnout though, so Saul should be able to take advantage, but can't quite do so. The combo's coming out. Oh, don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Good DI coming out from Christopher's, able to avoid the combo.
Uh-oh.
Icelop really putting it all on the line there. That being said, this is a hard place to be for Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice needs to find either a stun or some other hard-hitting move.
Oh, that's it. That is it, man. Came down to Le Wire.
Victory is a
But I did it. Shout out to Chris. Great effort. You know?
Icelop moving on to go up against POTUS in losers semis.
Yeah.
I can't believe that killed between you and me.
Oh, you did. Oh, I saw the second I saw it connect. I was like, yeah, this is it.
I thought he was gonna be able to dodge back onto the stage. That being said, we're gonna take a quick break before moving into the last sets of the night. I appreciate y'all
Final
for
three.
watching. Stick
Final
around.
four.
I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. We don't even have time to commentate on the match. 2 stocks already done. Gremlin's only taken 30 damage.
Oh no! Kotaku really was saying I was actually just playing. I was just playing. This is
He's
no!
gone for it low.
Misty hasn't used yet, but also that Sarah is so good at just converting. It's this large hitbox that exists for such a long time. We see it right.
A little bit safe. Hit and run a little bit. Gets them very close to the edge, but Fat Pack has the read on it. Is able to play defense just enough, but gets them in position. And Flacoco gets that second stock. Obviously, it gives Harley a reset, but it also gives Superman a lot of insurance. Harley's really got to be vicious, and she is the hammer.
First stock going to Anthos, but I mean we've seen Kotaku take very quick stocks. So this could be even.
This is a very even matchup, and immediately as he says it, obviously, if that switch up is going to be enough, a very good use of the car form there, but very heavy damage, and the projectile is going to be enough. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, this is absolutely nuts, man. I was like in my mind trying to cast as you were casting, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. It's just 4 people throwing hands. Like casting 2v2 is supposed to be so difficult.
I cannot imagine.
There's some stage preferences that we've never seen before. Clearly there are playstyle differences that we can see on the screen. As Mons gets a really early kill!
Look, I'm just calling these moves as I see them. I'm not necessarily going for technical prowess. I'm just here to sort of give auditory to the visuals, and that's what I'm seeing. And the downward spike.
It wouldn't have hit. Now they're fighting on the side of the stage, and Fuecoco finds another catch, resets
his air specials and gets another kill. Is Brian gonna throw it all away right here?
I can't. This has to be scripted. This has to be scripted. There is no way this has happened. He's done it. He's done it for Coco. It's crap media MultiVersus. Attempting to predict this stuff is insane. And as I say that, I'm looking at a Joker former.
Oh, he's a former Joker. If one will.
If one will, I'll allow that one. Of moments, that is how quickly the tide can shift. An aerial juggle. Gizmo is not playing around anymore.
You gotta know that Gritaku's thinking about that Tromp again. Now he's gonna be very careful with being off stage.
The stretch. The stretch.
Yep.
Ooh, trying to punish Shaggy for trying to charge up again. Realizing that Misty they wanted to just give in Fat Pack just a little bit too much room last game. And honestly, putting the pedal to the metal.
Welcome back. Look at that. Look at them pearly whites. Look at them. Look at them beautiful eyebrows. That fucking amazing mustache. Facial hair. Hairline?
Lined up.
Hairline?
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
It ain't going yet. It ain't going yet.
The only thing that can rival all of those is this match between Girthquake and Legend. Here are the goats of the game,
Oh yeah.
especially of the current era,
That's
The
gonna be
current-
nice.
epoch, and Legend switching up the skin more in line of the Legend comfort pick with the bat masks. Earthquake all warmed up, feeling a little warm. Need to take off that sweater.
Was in the gym,
Yeah,
sweating it
the-
out,
The the Garnet
doing some Pilates.
just tagged in for the Harley. Earthquake not playing around anymore, knowing needs to put in the 110% effort to even get a game off of Legend. As the cheeky jab is first blood against the Garnet. We see first big combo coming out of the girls. However, Girthquake puts Legend where he wants him, which is off stage. You will see that Girthquake really thrives off of the offstage pressure and then tries to find one or two reads while they attempt to find center stage to close out stocks. That being said, Legend is playing the character that just kills everybody. Right?
Yeah.
That is the Powerpuff Girl bread and butter is just, oh, you die.
Yeah, you get put into that nth degree loop, and it's pretty much just a rap ski. Oh, that actually connected. No, Legend's definitely cooked on that one. I get it. That was for sure a mental reset. Like, all right, game one jitters. I'm playing against Big Dog. You know what I'm saying? Playing against Daddy Girth. You know what I'm saying? Gotta wake up. Gotta wake up.
Girthquake is also, on top of being the best good player in MultiVersus, pretty consistently. Oh, great conversion off the grab there.
Indeed.
But Girthquake is also the best bad player in MultiVersus, and sometimes that's more worth it, especially at the top level, you know?
I'm listening.
Sometimes playing just clean, having good movement isn't what wins you a game. Sometimes it's just standing there and charging a smash, you know? Charging that neutral attack button, and mixing it up that way. Just being a bad player for a split second.
That's
Now
where
we
close that
ca-
stocks.
we cannot mistake the fact that Legend made a little bit of a comeback there towards the end, but of course Go Craig had to clap that thing out of there. So that's game number 1 in favor of Girthquake.
Honestly,
Ooh.
between the two characters, and this might be an opinion thing rather than a fact thing, I am fully aware and ready to admit that. But I really feel like Garnet has to win a couple more interactions to find a kill. That being said, Powerpuff Girls commit so much more to the kill combo.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That was
absolutely.
it with that aerial dash attack. They're just so vulnerable.
Oh, no,
Or you
Girth
could just
took
be Girthquake,
advantage.
Yeah,
Just
you
took
could
advantage in that stock. Yeah, no, that's, I mean, yeah, definitely just running things at the moment. Not playing around at all. Girthquake coming with some mean combos. Going off stage. Legend is fighting back though. Nice aerial combos here. The nair into the dash attack, into the nair, into the dash attack, into the nair, into the dash attack. And Girth coming back. Ooh.
Let's be real. Girthquake is playing like he has
No.
legacy to protect. Because he does.
Oh, indeed. Indeed.
My god, what a scoop from Legend, though. Good awareness of the grab. Now pushing Girthquake off stage. Honestly, I don't hear people talking about this enough. Garnet's up air comes out so fast. It's one of those things that come out consistently, come out so much faster than you expect and then last forever. That, like, what are you gonna do? And now Girthquake, this man's never been so locked in. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah. And you're kind of wondering like what's going on in their head when you see certain things, but then you can't really describe it. It's just it's just intelligent play. That's all it is. Just heads up, too smart for you, too fast for you. I know where you're gonna be. I know what you're gonna do. Yeah, I never saw this coming from Garnet, but of course, Girthquake surprises you. On to game 3 here.
Here in winners finals. Yeah, I mean, the big thing, like I said, Garnet's up air just covers so much ground, especially because, oh no,
Jeez.
I was gonna say,
Jesus.
Garnet, despite being one of those big bulky characters, is so mobile compared to the rest of the cat. Like, you think of Iron Giant, you think of Jason, you think even Superman, just like don't move across the screen very fast, very slow, very intentional. But Garnet, especially when Girthquake's playing it, almost teleport. It's like Dragon Ball Z levels of teleporting, you know?
That's that fiber. Yeah, that's that fiber for sure.
Yeah, he got Google Fiber.
Yeah, where it's that 1,000 up down.
What a collab.
Dude, yeah, a lot of clapping going on in this series. I don't know. It's telling. A lot of clapping going on here.
I mean, granted, it is one of Garnet's best kill tools, especially because it combos out of the jab there. But you see up tilt.
What? No resources? No resources. Oh. Oh. Good lord. As you were talking, like I didn't want to interrupt you, but I'm like, wait, I don't think Powerpuff Girls has. It just. Those are true? Nah, you're wild. Nah,
No, he's
no.
I'm gonna say this real quick. I cursed Legend, and that's my bad. Uh, for those keeping an eye on chat, Legend did call me out saying that the moment that I said Garnet has to win more interactions to secure kills, started dying right then. That's my bad. And that immediately from that moment, Gurf just started locking in and closing out every interaction, and my bad. It wouldn't be a Quang commentated tournament without me cursing it. I'm just
A little
saying.
bit. Just a little bit.
It is what it is, and that being said, on top
Right
of
on.
that, Gurk kind of on one tonight. I've never
Kinda. Hmm.
someone locked in for winners finals. Someone went from the hyperbolic time chamber to keep on with the Dragon
Yeah,
Ball Z references.
that's exactly what's happening.
I just came
That's
out
exactly what's
Super
happening.
Saiyan 3. I don't
Yeah,
know.
a lot of ass kicking. Whole lot of. So now that this series is over, we need to see POTUS versus I Slump. And the winner of this series will be taking on Legend in the lower bracket finals. So yeah,
I know you want to win for the sake of moving on and through the bracket.
sure.
I don't know if I'd want to win because I don't know if I want to play Legend. I don't know if I want to get whooped that bad. I don't know if I want to play a player that difficult. Play again. But both of these players have a better chance against Legend than I will ever have. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
Listen,
know if you, I
like I
don't know if
said,
you know about the bracket manipulation of like, ooh, if I win this, I go up against rank 2. I can go 3-2 this tournament if I just lose right now. If I just if I throw this match real quick.
just throw it. Word. Listen, you got to be confident in yourself, man. Confidence makes half of the skill. You know,
Nah,
the other
nah,
half,
nah,
the
nah.
other half is just being sweaty.
Check out the XP Share podcast. All that confidence is all fake. As we go into game number 1, Tom and Jerry up against Marvin the Martian and his spaceship. The spaceship is basically Jerry, right? That's
I mean, yeah.
as we see immediately that up tilt getting a bunch of value, getting 24% on the Martian there. While Islop tries to dance around all the projectiles and trying to create a field of his own. POTUS is just so much more ready to create space, make sure that he owns more of the stage at any given point in time. And you can tell by the percent difference here as POTUS takes the first stock.
Yeah, I mean, POTUS just masterfully just kept the right amount of space, just the right amount of time, and then managed to come back with a nice counterattack. So doing exactly what POTUS wants to do, and that's important when you're, especially if you're playing a character like Tom and Jerry. You got to command the stage, and if you're not, then you're not doing it right, man. You're not doing it right. Nice way to get back on stage too, using Jerry, but Jerry does get mollywopped. Ooh, that was close.
Owie.
Out of the frying pan into the fire.
So good. Can I just say
Yeah.
that POTUS has the best. POTUS has a better accuracy with the fucking missiles than I do in any shooter that I've ever played. I don't know.
Shattering kaboom.
He lands like 80% of those missiles, and it's insane.
Yeah, no, he uses it extremely well. Oftentimes, it's really just like it's just like a means of spacing. You just keep keep away, keep away. But when it does connect, it's like, yeah, that seemed very intentional. It did not seem like an accident at all. Like you knew what you were doing there, brother.
I mean, okay, so now Icelop is trying to find an opening to combo out of and set up into the missile. That being said, POTUS's movement has actually been really tricky. Every time he backs up, it is to create just enough space for when the projectiles come in so he can weave between the lines and find an opening for himself. Marvin doesn't quite have that up tilt into down attack or into... Honestly, up tilt lands into everything. Basically for Team J, right? That's kind of the bonus you get. It's just finding the up tilt so hard.
Hashtag that's true. Yeah, I mean the spacing thing, man, like that's the thing I call out about POTUS all the time. POTUS really knows when to back off, reset, and get back in the fight. Yeah, kind of like Anthos level of spacing. You know, it's like you know exactly how much distance you need before you can come back into the fight again.
I mean,
POTUS
is really good at baiting. I think that's like really the big thing is that POTUS makes you feel like you made a mistake. However, POTUS is the one that made said mistake, getting basically 0 to death. And Icelop up a full stock all of a sudden on Trophy's edge here.
Definitely trying to throw some hands in return, make you earn that dub. Remember, winner of this match will be going up against Legend in the lower bracket final, so definitely not expecting a full sweep here. You know, both players will put up a fight.
But Icelop knows who he is going up against. POTUS, one of the best MultiVersus players probably ever. And Icelop holding his own. Here,
Holding it down in game 2.
I don't know if they're if they've played a lot against each other.
I'm not sure. I can imagine maybe.
But
oh, man.
I mean, Icelop is also one of the top 10, if not at worst, like top 20 players right now in the world, for sure. And is holding his own against the Tom and Jerry player. We see that he was up 2 stocks to 0, but basically up a stock and a half now. A couple of pokes and Tom will be in kill range. Honestly, can be a kill here with ideal conditions, but a couple of bubbles slowly making their way across Trophy's edge. Dynamite also littering the stage. The POTUS dare coming out, but not quite connecting.
That would have been a huge turnaround if that actually worked out. It seems to me that this time around, POTUS does get the second stock. Now, I mean, sitting at 80 health, so definitely still not in favor of POTUS. Now sitting at 103, really got to play careful. However, with some masterful MultiVersus, can still turn this around. Seems to me that Saul is actually played more on the defensive now and is forcing POTUS to come inside, and it's somewhat working. Like, okay, all right.
I mean, but Icelop finding the victory, bringing the game count to 1-1.
This is officially a series, ladies and gentlemen. Officially. Game
As
3.
we just continue to gentlemen's it up, we're now going to Sky Arena. No plats. Oh my god, my voice. Oh. Honestly,
nice
seeing
little
Tom and Jerry and Marvin make me feel like a kid again, you know?
I mean, yeah, nothing wrong with that. Oh, quick stock for 15 seconds. We're not wasting any time here.
Yeah, POTUS feeling a little offended that he dropped a game up against Icelop, apparently. And now needs to continue this dominance, and the aggression is non-stop. Doesn't let Icelop land, but also doesn't let Icelop jump. What are you supposed to do when this man is just reading your movement 100%?
Making easy work to get rid of Jerry there. Always a bit of a risk when you're playing Tom and Jerry, making sure you're putting Jerry in the right spot to make sure they don't get whacked. Ooh, this all does come through with a nice response to get the first stock. However, sitting at 97, so gonna be a tough one, a little tough battle to come back on. You just need one good use of that frying pan, and we are talking some pain. The Sair does the trick. Wow.
That looked like it was barely enough to get the kill
Yeah.
off of the side there.
Absolutely.
You saw POTUS kind of hunting for the up tilt because that was what he was expecting to do it. But good Sair coming out of POTUS. Good awareness. Just attacking on the damage. Now Tom is off stage, but honestly, at the lower percents, not much you can do about the cat getting back onto center. But the ping pong into the missile is exactly what the doctor ordered. Marvin now trying to find a large opening, but I believe just an up tilt will take it from here.
Ooh-wee. Careful now. Careful now. And there it is, brother. There it is. You know, something to mention is that Saul's done a great job of not allowing POTUS to get too many dares. You know, we've definitely seen some early stocks, a couple of nice little dongs off the side. Unfortunately, I mean, still POTUS is adjusting and still getting those stocks using that Sair, but it seems to be one of the favorite tactics is just get you off the side, pop you over the head with that seasoned skillet.
Cast iron lasts forever, but so do memories as Icelop continues to read the Tom movement, gets an early lead here, and keeps trying to push the cat off stage. A little bit of a charge up coming from the tennis racket. Enough to get anything as the game slows down just a tiny bit. Bishop comes out, doesn't last very long. Just a lot of whiffing coming out. Of course, as I say that, both of them just hit each other.
Yeah, no, definitely much slower in this game. Both players understanding what's on the line, so they're trying to get a little bit of chip damage here and there, maybe try to line something up. But it's more defensive play. You know, not as many risks being taken. So that is the result. It's what happens in these cases. Saul's definitely got a bit of the advantage. It gets the first stock. Wants to tie this series up 2-2, take it to a game 5. There comes that dare. Oh, the nice combo. The combo that we love to see from POTUS doesn't quite work out though.
I think it's a good thing that Saul has slowed down the game. Clearly, POTUS wants to play a little bit more of an active game. Saul just trying to use the projectiles, and now has a pretty decent lead and with no risk of dying quite yet. Oh, as I say that, of course. Oh, good dodge, good DI, good dodge. But I was gonna say no real risk of dying quite yet. Able to just tick-tack away at the percent of the cat and the mouse. But
Nice first stock. He he did not see that coming.
I was gonna say the Wimbledon combo. POTUS will take stocks quick though. If you give POTUS a chance to get in, that's when all of the problems start happening. And I think Islop knows that, which is why the Marvin gameplay. Hey, I'm gonna play center stage, or the opposite side of stage of you. Set up my rockets, set up my bubbles, and it is up to you to try and get in. That being said, when you tempt the beast will come after you, and now it is up to Islop to attempt to box out POTUS. But POTUS is doing a really good job at that, getting in and getting in between all the projectiles.
Yeah, no, this is coming down to the wire for real. That true combo comes out there. Yikes, yikes. Okay, time to lock in if you're Saul. Well, really both both of you really gotta lock in. But this is tournament life on the line for shut up. Using everything in your mind to stay focused.
The hard part about knowing that you are on the back foot, right, is that the moment that you are even remotely behind, especially in a down, that's when it's really hard to do anything because you can't back up. Because if POTUS realizes that Islop wants to play a really passive game,
Damn. Well, there it is.
I was gonna make a point. I was gonna say that if you're like a true competitor, if you really care about winning, if you are a stock ahead, you'll let them time themselves out. You're allowed to. You'll let them time themselves out. You don't have to approach. You don't have to do anything. But the Marvin jumped into the paddle, played a little just.
What?
What? Paddleball?
Listen, brother, if you're sitting on this side, watch it from that perspective. So, hey, great series between both of our competitors. At this point, we're just going to be moving on to the lower bracket final. You know what I mean? It's
POTUS up against Legend.
POTUS up against Mr. Legend. Yes.
Damn straight. There's nothing wrong with what I did.
No, not at all.
Yeah. I don't know what your mind went to.
You was paddling something, that's for sure.
Yeah, balls.
All right. Game one.
Just
Game one.
Damn!
Honestly,
Listen. Go ahead. No.
I was gonna say, to put some actual, just a little bit of analytics into the commentary. This is interesting because both characters actually have really decent kill power. Powerpuff Girls being so straightforward with the way that they need to kill, as we see with the dash attack into the up air, allows Tom and Jerry theoretically to put up walls with all the projectiles. That being said, Legend's so good at weaving in between everything that's being thrown at them. So we'll see how it all works out.
Yeah, for those who don't know, or maybe have forgotten, Legend was the winner of the Season 1 Invitational on the Powerpuff Girls. And it wasn't really close. You know what I mean? Like, pretty much just destroyed the entire bracket for the most part. So it's kind of caliber player you're going against here on Legend. You gotta come ready, you gotta come locked in, or it's not gonna be fun. You know,
Yeah.
that's just how it is. the dash attack off stage for the second stock too, brother. It's another 100 though, so I mean, POTUS should be able to get at least one stock out of this. Oh, nah, can't quite do it.
I mean,
Catch.
Legend also coming off of a what I would consider a little bit of a salty loss between you and me.
That won't work twice.
I know that if I was Legend, that I'd a run back with Mr. Girthquake. That being said, POTUS wants a chance at the crown. Especially since every tournament that Girthquake has been a part of, he has taken. So
Pretty much. Was it 5 weeks in a row? 5 weeks running?
yeah, I mean the one that he didn't take, he just didn't participate in. So
Gotcha. Okay, that's a stock there. All right, game 1 going to Legend. That was a pretty quick one. I mean, there's a lot of aggression coming from Powerpuff Girls there, which is what you expect.
We're rolling with the gentlemen's, just hopping into game 2. First to 3. POTUS is no slouch though. POTUS is able
Oh, of course.
to create situations almost out of nowhere. Also, if POTUS gets a stray missile, stray dynamite hit, he's able to get so much out of those situations. Honestly, it's scary whenever I see a tennis ball just flying through there, because you know that the moment that it tags anybody, all of a sudden they're getting 30, 40, 50% just tacked onto their health bar. That being said, what a great weight from Legend.
Wow. The Legend saw the tennis balls go up and thought, yep, close the distance. And that's exactly what they did. You know, and it worked out. It worked out in the end. That's exactly, that was the game plan, I suppose. Smart play to use Blossom to get rid of the mouse trap there as well.
That must be so frustrating. You kind of set up it in a way where you're like, okay, Legend's trying to dash attack it. Blah, blah, blah. And Legend's just standing still, middle of the stage, is like, I guess I'll just throw my side B out. You have to trap.
Yeah. No problem. Little invincible hitbox. It's all good.
Legend at 113 though, an up tilt combo should do the trick, or straight up air or straight dare. That being said, it is Powerpuff Girls, and Powerpuff Girls will find the grab into the up air.
Yeah. Blossom tossed that ass up in that air, and it caught it. And it caught it.
Airwalker coming out, the nair into the the dash attack spike. Tries to get the switch into another hit, but whiffs it. Legend, however, able to grab the Tom and the Jerry to close out game 2 with a strong hit.
I mean, tough. Very tough. Yeah. Legend holding it down. Being a legend.
Legend looking like somebody who plays this game, honestly. As we see a little
Yes.
bit of a little bit of a dance going back and forth. Shield's coming up, trying to get the grab, not quite getting it. Dash attack into the nair. A little bit of a true combo coming out. Honestly, the Airwalker down attacks have been so big for Legend.
Jesus.
Legend really wants this run back.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm sure everyone does. I'm sure everyone does. Oh, tried the same combo again. Didn't quite work it out. Oof.
Somebody knows that
Oh yeah.
this might be one of the last ones tournaments they're able to participate in. I want to show up as the dare
Up
comes
special.
out.
Up special after up special. After up special.
I wonder if those stairs are intentional. That one was for sure intentional, but Legend's
Oh.
still up a full stock.
Yeah, the double down off stage. POTUS loves playing off stage too, especially with that dare into dare into there into dare and into there and dare into there.
Yeah, I didn't see POTUS throw out the dare once, and I wonder if that was a mistake or if that was intentional. There's the
There it is.
first
Ooh.
one. But the up airs coming out.
Oh,
That's a
worked?
huge trade. That's a huge trade coming out of POTUS.
Yeah.
85
Oh.
though.
Up specials again. Up special again. Up special again. Oh man. That's like you got to see me outside, dog. You can't you ain't finna just be doing me like this. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna.
It's 2 characters against
Child,
3. I don't know what you want to know.
Yeah, word.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, if you've ever seen a cat go up against 3 elementary school kids, that cat's losing.
Yeah. You put me up against Legend, you might as well give me Mojo Jojo, because that's what it's gonna turn into.
That
Straight
being
beat down.
said, Legend's about to go up against the adult at the table.
Yeah, word. Let me get in the lobby real quick. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Okay.
Yeah.
GG's for that matchup. Guys, it is time. It is time. The grand final has
Might
arrived.
pull out the Quick might pull out the slipper. I don't know.
the chunkless?
Yeah,
Pull 'em
up against the Powerpuff Girls.
Might have to pull him out.
You don't disrespect our guests here.
I mean, listen, for the first series went such a way, you know. You got to think Legend is over there fuming right now, throwing a fit, ready to come back and get some payback. But in order to do so, Legend's gonna have to win 2 best of 5 series. So, it's gonna be a battle. Any way you cut it, it's gonna be tough.
We are going into game number. Honestly, not to belittle the point. This is what most people kind of expected grand finals to be. I think. Sorry, I had to let the police sirens go by real quick.
They going hard. They was going
Yeah,
hard. They was going hard.
I was gonna say that they might know that some child brutality is about to come down. But this is kind of watching the lifetime, right, of MultiVersus. These are the 2 people who I imagine sit in grand finals. 8 to 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
It's
fair. It's fair.
As we gentlemen's to castle.
Gentlemen's to castle. Interesting.
When's
I
the
like
last time you've
this.
seen or played on Castle, Juice?
I can't answer that. I don't. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Sorry in advance, old hunter.
As we go into game 1 of Grand Finals, Girthquake sitting on winner's side, looking to close it out. Realize that he missed a week, breaking his streak. While Legend wants to dethrone the king definitively. Name another character that survives that. Name another character that doesn't just die there.
Yeah, no, that's tough. Superman for sure doesn't die there.
I don't know if that's true.
This is unacceptable.
Hey, yeah. Hey, listen, Legend strikes first. Okay, Legend strikes first. Gets the first stock, and pretty commanding, mind you. You know,
Yeah, sure.
those fingers are still warm from the previous series. Girthquake has been sipping on the lemonade, or you know, Arnold Palmer, just kind of relaxing, waiting for this matchup to come. But the claps come out, and they come out in full effect. So
Professor didn't see that.
evened up, 1-1. This is a matchup. There's no question about it. Oh yeah, the aggression.
Yeah, I was gonna say that dodge attack, Sair into the up air. The up air also just so big. I don't know if there's. It has to be Girthquake because I don't see any other Garnets. But the up air feels broken. I don't know. Right? It just covers so much ground. I don't know why.
For more than fighting.
Yeah, I mean, Senpai Jello was quite the Garnet player, but not like this,
Try that again.
especially using the up
Senpai.
air. Hmm.
I said, shout out to Senpai.
Yeah, shout out to Senpai Jello, the boy. Oh yeah, the clap comes back. 2-2. Legends got a little bit of a lead here, so it's all about who shows up to play. And you already know those aerial combos want to come out. If you are Legend, nair into anything at this point, just guarantee some sort of damage, and don't get caught with that Sair into that up air, that constant up air.
I don't know why, but every time that Girthquake starts getting these hits, it really feels like he's about to close out
Yeah.
this set. But at 116, it is 10%. Garnet does have
Clap coming, clap
pretty
coming, clap coming.
decent kill power.
Ooh! Ooh, you just don't want to be. Oh.
Everybody throwing out the strong moves. Everyone holding out the charge moves. Girthquake in burnout. Oh! I think that was a misinput.
Yeah. He went to clap. There it is. The second he got that jab, I'm like, yep, this is it.
No. No.
Oh.
No. Bad. Girthquake.
Got to be careful. They got to be careful. Kind of like playing against Shaggy, you know, like you that jab one hits, and you're like, no, please don't.
Yeah, Shaggy with the shields for sure. Oh man. Oh, we're running back to castle. I kind of dig the stage select as we see immediate aggression coming out of.
No.
Hey Girth. Hey Girth. This is my love letter to you. You're too good.
Love letter mid game is crazy. He couldn't wait. I said I got to let you know now. Oh,
But
that was a close one there.
who but Garnet lives there though? Like that's my point, right? At 103, a couple of strong hits will do it. Unfortunately, not getting quite the DI that they're expecting. Legend whiffing on that up special. Dash attack not doing it. 143. Garnet is heavy. But the girls are light. Is the clap gonna do them in? It is going to do so. 1-2-1. But I was gonna say the girls
Okay.
are on the back foot.
Yeah, the response comes through as well. 2-1 in favor of Earthquake. Really doing a good job of avoiding these aerial attacks, man. And as I say that, the nair into dash, into nair, into dash, into nair, into dash comes out. Like, Jesus Christ.
Into the blender goes the red gem. The parry?
Oh,
I feel like that's the
no.
first
Ooh.
parry we've seen out of Earthquake today.
probably, yeah. Up special doesn't quite do it there. The parry, though, again. And the clap off stage.
No.
We're going to see you later.
No, that was...
You say, I think that was the first parry we saw, and then 10 seconds later, second parry, see you later. Like,
Am I the greatest MultiVersus player ever? Do I need to choose all the matches?
I mean, jeez. Jeez, man. Going back to the
Damn.
lobby here. We're going to be seeing what they do going forward. Is it a map switch? Player switch? Are they both just going to run Jake for the rest of the series? Okay, no.
I
Back in this thing. Okay. Game 3.
We're running it into Trophy's Edge. Feels like a good pick for POTUS, or not POTUS, sorry, for Legend. I saw POTUS's name in the corner of my eye. It feels like a good pick for Legend, specifically because I really felt like Garnet should have died so many times on Castle.
Let's make this quick. I wouldn't be
You know?
time.
Yeah. Some of those early engagements for sure.
That being said, Earthquake immediately gets the first hit.
Oh.
It should have happened earlier. I think that was a deserved reversal for Legend. That being said,
Yeah.
Earthquake immediately getting the parry and then trying to get another return kill. Powerpuff Girls doing their thing, putting Garnet in the blender. Oh,
Nice play. Nice play there.
Buttercup, swap it in.
Legend definitely showing signs of a comeback here. Gets clapped off, but still, nonetheless, Earth's hitting at 85, so Legend can keep the aggression on. Doesn't ever have to worry about losing too much of a lead unless Gurf decides to go stupid. Just keep doing your thing.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about someone who goes stupid, it is Earthquake. But
Yeah.
good job from Legend finding two stock. Never mind. Juice. Why do I do this to people?
Listen, it's the way of the world. It's the way of the world. Look, don't lose full, Legend. Game's not over. You can still make that comeback here. You just gotta focus up. Can't give anything free. No jabs. No jab ones. You know what I'm saying? Jab ones means GG. Okay, the throw into the dash attack, into the nair. That's the game. All right.
Legend finds the opening as the Bode starts shutting up about the game. As
There
they
we go.
Run it back real quick to Trophy's Edge. Girthquake's probably feeling that first stock, right? Like the immediate reversal, the quite literal 0% death.
Yeah. I mean
And
that's the reason why.
that's the thing Girthquake's thinking about. Girthquake's like, oh, if I didn't get
Oh my gosh.
That being said, Legend's like, oh, we're not on castle. The blast zones aren't so enormously far away. I can just kill you.
I was insane.
See, Kermit curse goes both ways.
Yeah, absolutely. The dual curse.
Legend doing a really good job of controlling space here with those nairs
Absolutely.
with the dash attacks. Girthquake already at 118 on their second stock, and the shield break will do it.
Not bad.
Wait, Legends making the comeback, ladies and gentlemen. This is like it could be a reverse sweep.
A reverse 3-0 would be a crazy way to go into the reset.
Yeah. Nair into dash into nair into dash. I mean,
it's Powerpuff Girls, right? That's the Powerpuff Girl combo.
that is tough. Yeah, I mean, it's looking like we're gonna be going to game 5.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking.
What?
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. I was gonna hold my breath because sometimes when things like that happen, all of a sudden Girthquake kills people at 0 3 times in a row.
Okay. Legend is getting here. Taking us to game 5, y'all. Now
That's
it's
crazy that
serious.
Girthquake is actually just running it back again.
Yeah.
I feel like a stage change is at the very least warranted, you know?
I'm coming at you.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to Dexter's Lab 2.
Yeah. Just threaten the Titans tower pick, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
But Girthquake deciding to just gentleman's back 2 trophies edge. Maybe because he knows he
Dude,
has a
that
whole-
combo.
Not even touched. Legend's not even touched a little bit.
Combo was nasty. Like Legend just locked in the Matrix at this moment. You basically can't do anything at this moment. This is like stun lock Jesus. Oh. Girl trying to have a little response here. Oh. Good dodge they out of there.
I mean, I honestly start holding my breath every time that the Powerpuff Girl Nair lands.
Yeah. Just shield break. Oh, but it misses.
I've never seen Legend miss that. But
Oh yeah, that's a stock.
up smash out of shield will be the thing to take it. But clap takes.
I mean,
Girthquake's first stock.
Yeah, Griff's gonna have to go absolutely insane here to win this one. I mean, we've definitely seen Griff get early stocks. However, Legend is locked as of recent, so this is going to hurt if Griff is able to make some sort of comeback. Really gonna hurt. I mean, that said, combo's looking pretty good for Griff right now.
Good dodge, dodging the down air, but gets the spiked off of the bomb. This is honestly no good dodge from Legend, but the parry. We're gonna the trade of the rocket fist into
no.
but Griff trying to bait out the movement.
Oh,
Is about 10-15% off from getting the kill. Next one will do it. Legend looking for a grab or a dash attack, while Girthquake is looking for the sear into the jabs, into the clap, which he finds to close out the grand final. Juice. Juice.
Bro, it was in Legend's hands. It was just had to like go in, just
Griff? Griff's different.
Gurp is Gurfin. You know what I mean?
Griff is
Gurp is Gurfin.
quicking. I'm just saying.
Please.
I
Man,
What
that
are
sorry.
we're
Yeah,
I don't know, we're gonna keep talking over each other because we have a lot of thoughts on both of our minds. Reasonably so.
I mean, it Legend was tapping that ass for games 3 and 4, half of game 5,
Hey, business owner, tired of
and
wasting.
then Gurkway just turned it on.
I mean, Bubbles looking like I am right now, just
Yeah,
bawling her eyes out. Like,
word.
I mean, those moments are what makes champions. Those moments
This is true.
are where Earthquake really clutches out. Any video game. Gurf might be the most clutch player out of any video game that I've ever been aware of.
Yeah, man. Listen, like I said, it's one of those things where you see that out, you see that on land, and everyone's going crazy. Like the whole place is erupting. Those are the moments you live for. Um, GG's, GG's to Girthquake. GG's to Legend as well, man. Both amazing players. Like that is a grand final right there.
I mean, we will be checking in with everybody. Like I said at the opening of the stream, today was supposed to be a Marvel Rivals stream. Instead, we got this banger of a set.
You did.
Next week, keep an eye out. Wednesday. I know days. Shut up, Juice. Wednesday, we have Side Quest featuring the XP Share crew. Fridays.
That was this week.
Oh, I am a
That was
week.
this week.
Oh, sorry, producer
Yeah.
catching me. Shut up, Juice. Not next week. Next Friday. Yeah, next Friday we're doing Marvel Rivals. Sundays this Sunday we'll be doing our XP Share podcast. Then we'll be back on the regular schedule. Keep an eye out on the Correct Media Discord to just get updates on what is going on.
We love y'all, man. We love y'all, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad I was able to hang out here with Juice tonight. But
Yeah. Always fun.
it's
Always a pleasure.
it's been a good time. Thank you for joining us for number 11 Singles Season 2 Cracked Media MultiVersus. Remember,
Yep.
stay safe, stay healthy, stay cracked. Have a good night, y'all.
Peace.